Hi, this is Nick Radcliffe, and today we're going to look at the second exercise, the second PyTest flavoured version of the reference testing exercise, looking at tagging, which is a way of conveniently running just a subset of your tests. Again, I'm going to assume that you have the TDDA library installed, so let's get started. I'm going to assume that you're somewhere you're happy to install things, and maybe you've already done this if you did example 1. So in my case, my temp directory, and then if we go into reference test examples exercises pytest exercise 2, we'll see that we've got more or less the same 4 files as last time. Except the test order is a bit different. We've now got 5 fairly trivial tests. Well, 4 of them are completely trivial. They just sleep a while and do nothing just to slow them down. And the test that we finished with last time, but without the ignore lines that makes it actually pass, so that will fail. So if we run pytest, we'll get a single test failure. But annoyingly, it takes quite a long time, a massive 6 and a bit seconds, because we've got 6 seconds of sleeps in there. But you can imagine that would be real stuff that was doing work for maybe a minute or 2 or whatever. So the idea with tagging is if we add an import saying from TDDA.reference test import tag, which is a function that we can use to decorate tests, then if we proceed a test with @tag and run pytest but add ---- tagged, it will run only tagged tests. So in this case, it will run that test 0 for us, and we can do as many of this across as many files as we like. So if we want our failing test to run, we might add that one in. And now we get our failure as well as the passing one. And although this one doesn't take any time, if we just want to run a single test, we can now do that. And that's really what tagging is all about. It's rather trivial but incredibly useful. One thing to say is that if you use this, you will end up with @tag on some of your tests. So you can either grep for those, or there's actually another thing, ---- is tagged, you can add to pytest, and it will tell you which of your files and which tests have tags on them. That just makes it slightly easier to find those and go in and remove them, for example, before you commit them, after you've fixed everything. We'll see in exercise 3 a time when it's not just convenient, but almost certainly best practice to use tagging. But that's it for today. Hope to see you at exercise 3 shortly.